I'm interested to see the differing styles here. And if you watch the Iranian, they're going to come with a little bit further foot on his right foot. And he's really going to push with that forearm. And it's kind of an Iranian style to go underhooks or really get that push moving forward to push to the edge.
Iran will start in the red singlet, Kazakhstan in the blue, and this crowd fired up, ready to go. Winner moves into the gold medal round tomorrow night on a Saturday here in Nur Sultan.
If you watch Imami, he really switches hand on that head pull, and it might not pay dividends in the first minute, but you give me the 5th minute and your lower back is just dying of because just that pull and that pull. Nice whizzer.
Just a constant grind, and now Imami is in, showing his flexibility. Look at the stretch in the 2 when Iran fires the opening salvo.
He went from a full split to a cutback with his head. That flexibility is unbelievable, and it really, you can't teach it necessarily. They just have those ligaments and those joints that bend a different way.
These two wrestlers very familiar with one another. In fact, the Iranian took bronze behind KAIPANOV in a couple of championships this year, both the Continental Championship and the City of Sassari Championship. So trying to turn the tables a little bit. A quick start, 2-0 Iran with the lead.
So both almost the exact same hold. They both had an underhook. Imami threw him by, and then KAIPANOV caught an underhook and threw him by again. Out of bounds we go, and Blue's going to challenge this. They want 2.
Yep.
They are given a step-out point, but they want 2, and it's not a bad challenge.
So the referee letting both athletes know that there has been a challenge requested by Kazakhstan. Right now, the call on the mat is 1 on the step out, but Kazakhstan thought they did enough. KAIPANOV thought he had 2. So they will go to the monitor, and we'll take a second look.
Look at that underhook, grab the singlet. Oh, they might be talking about grabbing the singlet, and then KAIPANOV goes right with his own. Let's see if the knee goes down. That knee might have gone down for a moment.
Challenge is won by Kazakhstan. So they go 2 with the takedown instead of the step out, so a good use of the challenge. Remember, when you win the challenge, you get to keep it, so they still have a challenge should they need it.
And also you see the line underneath KAIPANOV's name. If the match were to end right now, he has criteria because he had the last 2-point move. They're both digging those underhooks, and Imami digging that left hand, and he's got unbelievable head position right kind of in the pocket in between the jaw line and the shoulder.
Whizzer put in by KAIPANOV. Shoulder to shoulder, these two locked up. Iran trying to take out that leg. Whizzer still firmly in. Now a quick switch and counter, and KAIPANOV able to get back up onto his feet.
What a great scramble. KAIPANOV really had that Whizzer tight, put Imami's shoulder on the mat, and he was able to cut the corner fast. You know, those little fine points of not scoring on the edge can really affect the end of the match.
Good action, 2-2 our score, Kazakhstan and Iran.
So about 5 years ago, you saw the official kind of in like a prayer position, grabbing her interlocking fingers. Up until about 4 or 5 years ago, you were allowed to use those interlocking finger grips, and now, if you do it too much, they're going to give a caution.
It's been one of the best changes in the sport in 20 years, as far as I'm concerned.
100%. They were playing mercy for so long.
Boy, look at the speed and quickness on the strike. And Kazakhstan grabs the lead, 4-2. KAIPANOV able to come around the outside for 2. Unanswered points toward the tail end of a period, so pivotal in these semifinal bouts.
Go-behinds are such an important positional teaching point for coaches, just a sprawl and a go-behind. And honestly, if you look at the statistics, about 60% of all takedowns in international wrestling are just from a go-behind. Attack, they get their legs away on that sprawl and they go behind for 2 points.
Kaipanov has experienced a breakout year here in 2019 after competing at the junior level pretty much all of last year. He has moved up and really never missed a beat, winning the Asian Championship along with the Sassari title. He was on the defensive mode early, the flexibility. Look at that sprawl by Iran, and Imami was able to secure it. He fired the first two, but Kazakhstan wasn't to be denied. They came right back out. This was after a challenge originally called one. They get two, and then a late takedown in the closing seconds of the first period, and Kazakhstan inching a little bit closer to a possible gold medal bout. Here's a shot by Imani. He is in deep, trying to elevate, scramble situation toward the outside. Two for Kazakhstan. It looks like it was confirmed.
Absolutely confirmed. He did a little whizzer, a chest whizzer, and was able to hip him over and break that 90-degree plane for a 2-point exposure point.
Imami was given one as well toward the tail end, so a 6-3 lead for Kazakhstan, and it's been the counterattack, Brian, right now by KAIPANOV. Scoring opportunity for Iran, and there's two. So right back comes Imami. Good action early in this second period.
And for two wrestlers who know each other so well, usually you see kind of a stalemate. There's been no lack of action in this match, which makes this sport so exciting.
Imami unable to get the gut wrench secured, so a quick stalemate. Kazakhstan leading by a point. When you look at the course of the week, Kazakhstan has been on the short end of a number of tight matches. They would love to turn their fortunes around here in the semifinals.
I think our crowd would like that too. We have of course, being a hometown crowd who loves their athletes. This is a real sports town in Nur Sultan. It's been amazing.
Yeah, I was at lunch today, and everybody wanted to talk to me about this athlete right here and the chances he had. They were all excited. Low shot. Pretty good spacing, though, there by the Iranian. Has that head buried. Kaipanov able to get that head back up, nearly ear to ear. And they disengage. Stand up for a moment, regather thoughts, back on the attack. Pretty good snap down there. You'd like to see Kaipanov finish that off.
Yeah, I mean, he really pulled Imami's head. And but one thing Imami did so well right there is as soon as his hands went down, he circled away from him instead of standing straight up where you can get a counterattack.
There's been no need for passivity calls in this match. Both wrestlers have been going at it.
Down to 1 minute. This is where the fur's going to fly. If Imami wants to win this match, he's going to have some really short, good offense and try to get a good attack.
It looks like Imani wants to get that left arm underhook. Now he tried to get a lock. Backing out of the way was Kazakhstan. 41 and counting in this second and final period.
Imami needs a takedown because if he gets a 1-point move, Kaipanov has more 2-point moves, and so he would win on criteria.
That's the first tiebreaker criteria, so Iran thinking two, snap down, nothing there, back to the underhook, now switches down to that single, but look at the counter, scramble opportunity, who's gonna come out on top?
Amazing hips.
Has that arm, talking about Kazakhstan, but he lost the arm, quad pod position, trying to crawl out of bounds and give up just the one, and they go one with the referee.
Ref went two.
Let's see if it is white paddle or if they go two. I think they just went one with the judge and the chairman.
Wow.
And now a challenge from Iran. So what happened, the referee signaled two, takedown toward the edge. The judge and the chairman both came back with ones. That's why it's 6-6. Significant because Kazakhstan, as Brian mentioned, still has that tiebreaker.
And if you look, the continuing motion as he went out of bounds, he did get the takedown, went right to a gut wrench for exposure. It's going to be difficult from this angle to see, but you know, if you stay in that quad pod and your knee doesn't go down, then that's only a point. But he went right to the gut wrench. And let's see what happens here in the replay. Just amazing hips here. Reaches under, goes to the quad. I love the drums and it makes it so intense.
Just need to let it roll a little bit longer because it's right near that passivity zone. This is what they're taking a look at.
And a lot of it might be when the referee blew her whistle. Still 10 seconds to go, so there's plenty of time.
Challenge was lost. It stays as called. Kazakhstan up 1. They've had so many one-point losses this week, trying to hang on. Iran shooting, changing levels, looking for an inside trip. Kazakhstan marches into the finals.
If I get to a world final, I'm not just giving a little flex. I'm screaming, flexing, and dancing. That's amazing for this number 2 seed KAIPANOV, and like you said, he's had an unbelievable season to this point, all coming to fruition, making it to the final.
And listen to this crowd inside the Bar East Arena.
That's any indication of how tonight's action is going to be. We're in for an awesome night. So, KAIPANOV, he'll wrestle David Bayev of Russia in the finals, who just won his semifinal round.
I was anxious to check on Bayev, 21-year-old, a good-looking young Russian. Watched him in the junior levels win gold, cadet champion as well. So Russia and Kazakhstan, I imagine with the outcome we just witnessed, there might be a few more tickets sold tomorrow night as people scramble to try to get a seat. What a matchup. The battle in the semifinals at 70 kilos in this non-Olympic weight. KAIPANOV, Iran's EMAMICHOGHAE. Early offense by the Iranian. He fired the opening 2. Wanted to try to get more. Settled on just the 2. But Kazakhstan rebounded later in that first period. They were able to generate some offense. Midway through the period, the equalizer after a challenge showed 2.
And again, right there, it all depends on when she blew the whistle. Because if you let continuing action go out with that gut wrench, that's why it's so tough to officiate, because it hit a split second.